Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Tampa. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. And just shutting him off there. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Roman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now, these two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board, right, in your plate.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade to Lurikin. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side.
The pass complete to Marquise Brown. It's a gain of 13, but it brings up 3rd down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Play action. They'll throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Kene Nwangu taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. You got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. To throw, it's Brady. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On play action, now Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied at 7-7.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 2.
Now Brady on the bootleg. This one goes out wide for Barkley. No gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Dobbins running out of the gun. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Rohrwasser's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Barkley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 22 on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from the 1. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. Oh, he shifts past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. 3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And some room to work. And he's taken down inside the 30. 69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker, second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Levante David in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Nwangu. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the left hash, this from 39. Nagar's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, what a move. And some room to roam now. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Saquon Barkley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another run here with Dobbins. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a give running left is Nwangu. Gets by him at the 25. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a fourth down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third and a few inches. Now a handoff for Dobbins. Ooh, with a juke. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. So these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. Second down and 8. They'll try the left side. It's Bryant. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Bryant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bryant. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down now, it's Bryant down to the 25.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On third down, Bryant. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 119 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense